Haha, welcome back to your favorite movie review channel with the loveliest of lovely hosts, content creator, YouTuber, Peter Mann, the second of Mann Cinema Reviews. What's up, y'all? Today we have one of the most anticipated films of 2023 in the summer, and that is Mission Impossible, the latest in the entry, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. But before we get to that epic goodness, you gotta do a couple things per usual, and that is to press like. And what are you doing if you don't subscribe already? You know, after that, you gotta hit the notification bell as well to notify you of any and all reviews and the like to this channel that you've come to love and enjoy. Thank you for choosing Mann Cinema Reviews. Ethan Hunt and the entire IMF team has to go up against a new terrifying weapon that can destroy the very fabric of humanity. They also must confront the all-knowing, mysterious enemy that poses a threat to the human race, and Ethan Hunt must grapple with saving everyone, including the ones that he loves the most. Now, Tom Cruise, pushing 61, looks spry and great as ever, aging like fine wine, and the guy is just a powerhouse entertainer. He's been doing it for decades, and he's already flexed his daredevil stunts in last year's Top Gun Maverick, and he does this tenfold in the latest Mission Impossible film, Dead Reckoning Part 1. And he has his team, Benji, Simon Pegg, Luther, Ving, Rhames at his side, his comps, his guys in the chair, and he's just got a whole slew of talent here. We have Rebecca Ferguson coming back. We have newcomer Hayley Atwell to the series, Klementieff, as well as new villain Gabriel, played by the wonderful Esai Morales. And I think out of all the villains Ethan Hunt has faced, not since Philip Seymour Hoffman in Mission Impossible 3 have we come up against a sinister, suave, debonair threat to Ethan Hunt. Ethan Hunt is always two steps ahead of the game, but Esai Morales really does go toe-to-toe with Tom Cruise, and it's great to see just an adversarial foe just go up against Ethan Hunt. And I have to say that with these Mission Impossible films, with the exception of its sequel, even though we can come back and revisit that film and find, things that we do like about it, these films just get better and better with each new entry. And with Christopher McQuarrie with the screenplay and directing at the helm, I've always known Christopher McQuarrie to become the filmmaker that he is today. I was just so impressed from his early works, and now he's a full-fledged filmmaker, and it's just a great team up with Tom Cruise because the two just know this series like the back of their hand. I think ever since Rogue Nation, it just spearheaded and breathed new life into an already burgeoning film series that comes from a series of yesteryear, and it just breathes new life cinematically, and Tom Cruise does it beautifully as Ethan Hunt. And I have to say that the film doesn't go without a hitch. I really do think that even with a long running time, it being a part 1 to a part 2, we only get half of the whole. And with that, I want to say that even with what we are presented with the cliffhanger at the end, it's pretty good stuff. It's pretty riveting, it's pretty captivating, it's the edge of your seat, no holes barred, adrenaline rush of action, suspense, and thrills in a spy espionage film that we've come to love in this Mission Impossible series. And I gotta say that everybody came to play. There were no weak links. Even The guy who plays Kittredge, we know from the very beginning in Mission Impossible in '96, I believe, has come back in this film. And I just like the fact that this almost feels like a bookend. I think we're nearing the series. As long as Tom Cruise is making films and is alive and breathing, I think he will want to continue just the story of Ethan Hunt. But for who knows how long. And we are just here if you are fans of the series. What's nice about Dead Reckoning is that it really is a film that true to life events ripped from the headlines in the news. We have a threat in AI. This new AI is the weapon, and with all the craziness that we have going on generating with AI as far as the film and even the music industry and just industries globally, it's just crazy how it is a threat, and it is just keeping up with the times, as well as a submerged submarine that implodes. I mean, it feels like this film was filmed within weeks of its release, and yet I think that Tom Cruise and company really just want to up the game, up the stakes with each hitch, each roadblock that the film has gone through. I think a new threat is the writer strike, and now the writer and actors striking together, the unions. It really is a threat to not only just society, but the movie industry as a whole. So it's great that the film is just keeping up with the times, and it is just really scary how true to life these threats are in today's society. I gotta say that this film just encapsulates so much, encompasses so much, that it is very powerful, that it is also entertaining. It's just one half to a whole. And I'm just, the only setback is I don't get to see the second half until next year with this writers and actors union strike. Who knows what the future holds. I hope that Ethan and the whole IMF team come back to theaters next summer. Here's hoping that things, go as planned. Let's get together and let's figure out a solution. But for now, it is now available in theaters, and I suggest you go watch Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1, because you're going to want to come back for Part 2. Mann Cinema Reviews will chalk it up as a nearly flawless 4.5 stars. I think once we get the Part 2, who knows, Simon Pegg talked up a big game, and what we saw in Part 1 and what we shot for Part 2 just doesn't hold a candle. So I'm really hoping that they really up the stakes in Part 2. We shall see. Thank you very much for tuning in. As always, for my day ones and new subscribers, welcome to Mann Cinema Reviews. We got Barbie, we got Oppenheimer, we got so many films coming at the end of this summer. Let's go ahead and look forward to more videos. Thank you very much. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.